I decided to come on really early today, and because I don't have anything to do. I have the house to myself, and I won't have Greg or Scott walking through, interrupting the process. So if you aren't able to be here until 7 o'clock tonight, you're going to watch the replay. So I hope this is okay with a majority of you, and I hope you've pulled your kits together. The reason I'm going early is, like I said, I don't have any of my male units here walking around or anything. Hi, Pam. And I thought I'd get started. Plus, this project can be lengthy if you make it that way. And I wanted to make sure I had plenty of time to work on it. And I'm clear right now. I'm excited about the project, and I just wanted to get started. But before we start, I wanted to share this little zine I made. Hi, Sharon. With the inspiration coming from Janet Nash, she made a little house zine. Hi, Nashwa. And I said, I have an idea. So I made little English cottages, and you stay within the zine size because I just cut the little corners off and the roofs are within the range. So this is just my little zine that I've done. And I'm going to make some copies. I'm going to keep the original. I'm going to send some copies out. And that's why I haven't glued the pages together, because for anybody that's never seen a zine, it's one sheet of paper like this, flat, and then you fold it in half this way, and then fold it in half twice this way, and then you cut the middle line between these two lines, and then you fold it. So I thought that this would be fun, and I went to Hobby Lobby, and I was good and only bought this sheet of stickers and 3 gnomes, because Hobby Lobby has all the spring and summer stuff 75% off, and I can't resist a gnome. So I've got 3 little new gnomes to go. And I'm trying to figure out a verse or maybe a title and a quote to put through this little zine that I could maybe put a word or a phrase on each little roof as it goes along. But I'm going to keep working on that. So I finished the dress. Do y'all want to see the dress that I revamped? It was a very long down past mid-calf on me. So I cut 15 and I think 15 and a half inches off. And I'm going to lift this up. Let me go grab Gretchen. Gretchen is form. Cole, don't be a jerk. And we'll bring Gretchen over there because I put it on Gretchen. So here it is. It used to be just a straight skirt. So I cut that 15 and a half. And I just added a ruffle. And now it comes down to my knees. In fact, I think it covers my knees a little bit. But I don't have one of the guys here to take a picture. And Gretchen needs a revamp. All of her stuffing's gone crazy. But you can see the little ruffle at the bottom. It's not a real full ruffle. It's just a little cute ruffle at the bottom. And you see, I like to wear dresses about that length all the time. And this was a thrifted $4.50 dress or $6.75, whatever Goodwill's selling dresses for. And I fell in love with the fabric more than the dress. And I bought this at the Goodwill and Travelers Rest when we lived in the upstate. So I've had it a while. It's sat in my wardrobe. And I was like, you know, I could make that into something I would love to wear. So that's what I did. It was an easy upcycle. Just chop it off, make a couple rows of 7-inch strips. And then I hemmed the strips, gathered it, put it on the dress. So that's the dress. And I'm going to put you back down at the table with the little house book there. And I hope everybody has gathered together and made up their little kits for a paper bag journal. And it's going to be a small journal, only 3 paper bags. And you think, you know, that's not a lot. But by the time you make tags and all the little bits to go in it, it becomes a lengthy one. So hi Nina, hi Janet, Pam, Nashua, and Sharon and Joyce. Hi Joyce. So Scott had a job interview. He stopped at this place not far from where he actually works now and just dropped a resume and said he was maybe looking for something if they had any openings. And a lady called him for an interview. So that's why he's not here right now. So, and then Greg's at work until later. All right, so this is all my stuff I put together for the first little kit. So I've got the papers from the paper pads. Remember, I took apart a 6x6 and a 4.5x6. And then I had some solid pads that I just pulled the solids that kind of went with it. So here's the 4.5 by 6.5. Do you need to go back out to the bonus room? This is my grand kitty. That's Cole. Cole. Look up, Cole Monster. Isn't he pretty? Let me put him out in the bonus room because he's not going to be good. Come on, let's go. You want to go back out in the bonus room where you're away from the mean cats, even though you're the one that starts all the trouble? All right. There you go, buddy. He just likes to come in from the bonus room and tries to stir up trouble with my cats. So. And Bernie's outside because she wanted to go. I'll have to check on her in a little bit. So that's the solids to go with the prints. And then I had all the little bits. This is offcuts of paper. These don't go with the paper at all. So these might get shuffled down through. Because anything we don't use on this, we might use in another project with one of the other. I think we have 4 other like kits put together. And then I just have that's a piece of photo paper, piece of index card, a library pocket, some embossed papers, some tags. So basically anything that's going to be a decoration or an add-on, we need to keep in a separate pile over here. So like the washi tapes and keep the ribbon because you're going to need that. And all these little bits we'll set aside. All right. So here's my 3 paper bags. I don't know where I got these, but they're really nice paper bags. They're kind of on the heavy side. So you're going to fold these in half. Oh, I need a bone folder. Let me get one. Here we go. And I'm even flattening out the bottom of the bag. Really good. All right. We'll fold this one. Oh, and anybody that missed it, our friend Kendra is in those floods in Kentucky, and if you want to keep her in your thoughts and prayers, positive energy, prayer, anything that can be positive, send it out for Kendra. She did a little video and put it up in my group on on Facebook. And they've basically been, they're out of their house. They've lost quite a bit. Hi, Jean. Hi, Josie. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Teresa. Thank you. Teresa, did you get a postcard from me? I sent you one. All right. So you've got 2 folded so far, okay? This one will be our cover, and it'll have a pocket in it. Or if you don't want the pocket at the front, flip your bag, make this your cover, and then you can have an inside pocket. That is up to you, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put a pocket on the front because I think that'll be more stable. But if you want a larger pocket, like the whole front of the bag, put that at the front. The next bag will go opposite of whatever you decide to do for your cover. So this one we'll put this way. So you always have the bottom of the bag, one here on this side, one here on this side. We've got to fold our last bag. This bag's a little wonky. All right, so now this one I'll go back the other way. So there'll be a pocket over here. All right. And we're going to do some gluing and stuff, but first we're going to sew our spine. All right, and it's not going to be smooth over here. It's just not going to be because you got some differences in bags and that kind of thing. Plus the fold takes up room. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this to my sewing machine and I'm going to sew. I'm going to run my presser foot in the crease and I'm going to sew on this side of my fold and on this side. So it's got 2 rows of stitching instead of 1. It will make our pages smaller, but it'll stay stitched better. Does that make sense? So let me go over to my sewing machine, and I don't usually sew with my regular sewing machine, but because I'm between projects, I'm going to do it, and then I will clean my sewing machine really good before and put a fresh needle in it. Okay? Hi, Marty. Hi, Carol. I hope you guys don't mind me coming on early. I felt the need. So here I am. So I guess I could put you guys so you can see where I'm sitting and all. You might have to deal with the camera moving because it's just how it is. And I got to do the little girl dresses. They're still sitting here. They just need the bias tape and then some finishing up. But I'm toying with something else. So I'm going to put this in here, and my presser foot will be against my fold. And I'm going to increase my stitch length to about 4.5. It's not liking all this paper. Come on, girl, you can do it. I know. She's like, I am not used to paper. Okay. And I don't think I want to do another stitch across because you'll end up perforating the paper too much. So now I'll go back up the other side of it. Come on. You can do it. I'll definitely need a fresh needle after that. Because that, I can guarantee, this thickness has ruined that needle. So that's all we're going to do on the sewing machine. Okay. I'll bring you guys back and put you back down on the table. Ta-da! Mitz is here. Hey, Mitz. Well, I'm kind of glad I came on early because I'm seeing a lot more of you than I do at 7 o'clock at night. So this is awesome. So midday seems to work better. I just have to get on here by noon if I can. So I've got the 2 rows of stitches. You can see the fold. And I just did the width put the side of my presser foot against that fold and sewed this way and turned and sewed back up this way. I got those little threads I need to cut off, but that's okay. So now we've got our little book. It's all sewn together. And if the stitches start pulling and stuff, that's where I end up putting the lace across the back and maybe a piece of ribbon down the center. But let's see how far we can get first. All right, the first thing I want to do is I'm not going to do the covers until last, okay? Hi, Alicia. I'm going to do the covers last, but we want to put our ribbon on before we decorate the cover so that our ribbon is under everything we attach to the front. So on the pages that have the bottom of the bag, I'm going to go ahead and decorate this part of it and then glue this down because I want the pretty paper to go up under here. It doesn't have to go all the way down because this is going to become a pocket, but I do want to decorate a portion of it. And I had a ruler and I put it up. So let me get a ruler. And I do want to do some vintage photo. So I need some vintage photo ink. Because, you know, ink adds some dimension. So we are going to cut our paper to, I like about 1/8 of an inch of exposed substrate. So I want about 1/8 of an inch of my bag showing. So I'm going to do this at 5 3/4. 5 3/4 inches, and that we're going to call that the height of it. And then to get it under the pocket good, I'm going to do this at, it doesn't have to go all the way down. I'm going to do 2 1/4. So 2 1/4 by 5 3/4 under here. Now, everybody will need to measure their own bags because all of these bags can be slightly different. So my measurements might not work on your bags. I actually think these bags, came from Michael's, where they have the gift wrap and gift bags and things. I think that's what these bags are. So I'm going to do 3 of those pieces, the 2 1/4 by 5 3/4, because I'm going to go ahead and decorate under there and under here and back here. Okay. I have 3 bags, so there's 3 bottoms, so I need 3 pieces. So I think what I'll do is I'll use the pieces that are smaller. Well, I might not be able to. Let me think. That's going to be too short. I'm going to have to use the 6 by 6. And I don't really want to use anything with a big image. I'm thinking I'm thinking one of these for the cover. So if I save one of those for the cover and put this on the back, so that will be my cover pieces. So I'm going to put them under the ribbon so I don't accidentally cut them, because you know we all hate when we accidentally cut something we saved aside. So I guess my options are, that could be cute inside there, except you're going to lose part of it. So I guess this is what we're going to use. So I'm going to cut 3 of these at 5 3/4 by 2 1/4. Now keep all my bits. I'm not going to throw any of this out. And I'm paying attention to the directions. There's butterflies on here. I want them pointing up. So the first thing I need to do is trim this down to 5 3/4. Yes, I'm saving even that. And now I need 2 1/4 3 times. 1, 2. This one I'm going to cut at the 2 1/4 first, so that I keep my 6-inch height in case I need it. And 5 3/4. Okay. My problem I'm going to have today is I am out of score tape. So I'm going to have to use glue. I don't really like to do that on this kind of thing. But it's what I have. So that's it. All right, so I'm going to ink my edges. And technically I only have to ink them on 3 sides, because you're not going to see the bottom of it. And then this will slide in here like this. And I'll adhere it a little ways away from here, so some of this is exposed, about 1/8 of an inch. So that's what I'm going to do for all 3 of these. Oh, 107 degrees. Ugh. We're in the 90s here. That's why I need to go check on Bernadette here shortly. She's going to need to come right back in. All right. That's something I need to pay attention to too, because when you get over here, is the inking going to change? This one will work here. And I'll adhere that in. But then on the one back here, I need to ink the other 3 sides. So instead of doing here, here, and here, I need to do here, down this way, and this way, because the pocket is in the opposite direction. Glad I thought of that before I did it. Before you take your seat, thumbs up. Okay, thank you. I have tacky glue. I have, I really like the Scotch Quick Dry, but let's see if I can get it to work. I dropped it and I lost my pressure out of my Baby Bot. So I don't know if I can squeeze it and get it to come to the top. And it looks like it's got, oh, here it comes. Here it goes. I love the Scotch Quick Dry because it's quick to dry. And I don't have the art glitter glue that Lisa and Tanya use. And I am spreading it with my finger. Make sure I put it in right side up. Okay, I'll go ahead and glue these down. Oh, can you see? I'm just putting it right here on both sides because this is going to be a little pocket. And then let me think, where did I put those paper clips? So I'd like to put some paper clips on this. Here we go. To hold it to dry while we work on the other pockets. Okay. Wet one. Puggies, actually, not wet one. Everybody forgets wet ones used to be the only brand you could get. Oh, you got some glitter crayons. Cool. I have some of those too. If you've never seen Mary melt crayons to spread them and stuff, you should look up one of her crayon melting videos. They're pretty cool. But the whole object of this project is we're using up these little paper pads because a lot of these I've had in my stash for like forever. And I'm using up glues and things I've had forever. All right. This stuff is quick to grab and glue, so you don't get a lot of time to move things around. I still want to do the crayon batik with you guys. I need to get a vat of some sort when I go thrifting next time. Because you have to use dye. That'll be a fabric project. Something else I always buy when I find them is these little grass baskets with the lids. I love these things. They're like an addiction for me. When I see them at the thrift store, it's like, oh, I have to have that because they look so cute when they're stacked right up, you know? One more. People are probably going to get upset with me for coming on early, but I am ready to go, and I just didn't want to wait till 7 o'clock. It just seems like forever till 7, but it'll be here before we know it. Plus, tonight I really need to focus on doing some, oop, there's a cat hair. May contain cat hair. Supposedly, the plumbers are coming tomorrow to set the tub and redo my supply line. So any cleaning that I normally would do on Thursday, I need to hurry and do tonight because tomorrow I won't have water for a while. Is there Beth? Hey, Beth. There's 3 lunch bags here, all stitched together. See this one, this glue, when you set it down, it grabs and it's down. That's why I love Scotch Quick Dry. Some people don't like it. My problem is I'm really afraid I dropped this thing and it lost its suction, so I lost a bunch of the air out. And the key to those is you gotta fill them to the top to get that so it'll feed from the bottom. I'm just using paper clips to hold this in place. Let it dry while we do the next step. And we'll cover the glue. And we'll go back to the front. So the next part we want to do is this part. So let's figure what we need for that. We know it's going to be 5 3/4 inch tall because it'll be the same width as the bag. So this piece I want to be 3 1/4. 3 1/4 by 5 3/4 inch tall. I hope I have enough paper for 3 bags in my little kit here. And I do want them to be something different. So they need to be 3 1/4. So you can't get 2 out of a sheet. Let's see here. Let's do the green ones on a couple of the pages. And then I'll look at the others. So I want them to be different. So I'm going to set this aside. On one of these green pieces, of course, I'm going to trim from the top down because I want to keep all of that bird. So the first thing we need to do is the 5 3/4. And again, make sure you measure your bags if you're following along and using your own bags. Then 3 1/4. And then on this piece here, we'll do the same thing. Trim down to the 5 3/4. But this time I'm going to trim from the other direction. So I get a little bit of different. It's going to cut the bird's head off. I don't want to do that. I'm going to have them the same. And then let's do this one. We'll trim the top off. All right. I definitely want that butterfly. So I'm going to trim this by this leaf. And then I'm going to turn the whole thing and go to the 3 1/4. So I get that. All right, we'll bring this back. Am I getting any questions? Make sure I haven't missed anything. Yeah, I really like the midday myself, while I'm still, all my faculties is working, as you say. So, I mean, we could put this one right here. And that would be at the front of the journal. And then these other two we'll just put over these. That didn't cut very good. I'm going to ink all of this, of course. And then this one will be the same at the back. I was kind of hoping to have, different ones, but this will work. So let's pull those back out and ink them because I just like to do all of the inking at once. And this time you ink all the way around. Hi, Brittany. And my crafting buddies right here. Look. He's so little, he fits in that basket, kind of. And then over there is Mr. Tippy. And he's sleeping. And Callie is doing her own thing, as she does. She's over on the other table. But they're always near me. So anytime I give something away, or sometimes I might sell something or whatever, keep in mind I do have cats. So if you're allergic to cats, I'm sorry, you might have to pass up on some things because it may contain cat hair, because I have cats and they kind of just rule things. So I need to do laundry after I sign off with you guys and make sure the kitchen is completely cleaned. I need to do a clean on the refrigerator and the microwave too. That needs to be done because I keep thinking, if I get inspired to do them tomorrow, I'm going to be in a pickle when I don't have water, because they're going to turn the whole house off while they dig up that line out front and hook us up with brand new line. I'm so interested to find out how much water pressure we're going to have, because when the connection to the house broke, the man that came and fixed that for us told us that the supply line, he could barely get his pinky into it. there was hardly any water flow. So I'm wondering, and I'm hoping we don't blow all our water lines when we get the pressure back up. So here's hoping. All right, get the baby bot back. Oh, thank you for reminding me. Hang on, I'll be right back. Let me go get Bernie. I don't want her having another seizure. Sorry, guys. I just didn't want to leave her out. That seizure she had totally freaked me out. So now I'm paranoid. But she's in. I guess I need to order some Scotch Quick Dry or some art glitter glue. Find out if I like it. All right, I'm going to take my paper clips off. Bring my bags back over here. All right, I got to go back here. We could put these back on there. It could hold that on, but this, I'm telling you, the Scotch Quick Dry works real good. Oh, she was thirsty. I can hear her gobbling the water. And the cats will go, ew, dog breath in my water. They're listening to her like, ugh. But see, they have a big thing of water in the bathroom that I change out every day. So they can go back there and get a drink if they get thirsty. So we're doing this paper bag journal today. And you can use as many paper bags as you want, but if you use too many, this part has a tendency, when it starts to alligator, where you've stitched, sometimes it'll tear. So 3 envelopes is a pretty nice sized little journal, to be honest. So, but you can try larger and try a different binding method, I guess. Oh, cat hair. Oh, I hope that interview, the off the wall impromptu interview, went well. I wish Scott could get a job in another electronics lab where he didn't have to be on his feet so much and that he could use his brain more than his feet. Because up to 10,000 steps a night does a 63-year-old man in, I'm telling you guys. All right, now this is moving right along here. Now we're not going to do our covers until last. Oh, it's paper clipped, Becky, you moron. Anyway, I'm like, why is that glued together? It's not supposed to be glued together. All right. So now looking at your paper bags, these open way up. I don't want that. I want these to be more like pages. So I'm going to glue in here. and glue these closed on the sides. And I'm just going to go the outer edge and across the top and squish it down. So turn the book and do the other up the side and across the top. Squish together. Now, inside the pockets, you'll have these two little flaps. You can glue them down on one side if you want to, but usually I'll just leave them so I can tuck something in here and on this side. So I could put two big tags in there, which we might need to pull out some regular cardstock to do that. So again, we got to do that 3 times. Oh, you're getting some rain though, Mina. That's good. We've had some of those rain showers where Scott always says the devil's beating his wife because the sun will be shining and it'll be pouring. So you'll have like the sun shining on one side, and he says the rain is her tears. And I'm like, you kind of gruesome. But those are also the kind of storms that bring us those beautiful rainbows. One of them was over my mother-in-law's, and we could see both ends of it. I posted a picture of what I could get of it. One of Greg's friends posted a picture, and he had gotten the entire rainbow over the city of Columbia. It was really a nice picture. And again, if you want to put some paper clips to just kind of hold it at the top until it's glued on good. That one I'm going to have to undo the other. But I did this one, didn't I? I did 2 of them so far. So I just got to do the one that's on the cover now. So we'll go back to the cover. Here, take these off. No, that's not the cover, but I need to do that bag. It's the back. It's not the cover. It's the back page. Don't want to start messing it up and have things go on upside down either. So as you're turning your thing to make it work for you to get the glue in the right places, make sure that the paper is all going right side up when you stop moving. And again, I'm going through this on the gusset of the bag and putting the glue. I might get my scissors and even this end of this paper bag because it looks like it's sticking way out. Let me go grab my scissors real quick. The main reason I didn't want to do the cover right off is I don't want the ribbons to be in the way of us doing all this gluing. That's why I'm doing the covers last. Just trimming that little bit that was sticking. See, this one's doing it too. There must be some glue there. It wasn't wanting to cut that bag. All right. So I'm going to go back to the front. Everything's been glued on the sides. So now our actual pages, full pages here. Again, we're not doing the cover now. So it's going to be 5 3/4 inches tall. And I'm going to do four and 7/8. 4 7/8 by 5 3/4. And again, I may not have enough paper saved from here. I might have to go rob out of one of those other bags. But you know what? That would be perfectly fine because we'd still be using the stuff up, right? Making sure I'm not sticking anywhere I don't want to stick. We can pull all our paper clips off. I think we're good to go now. And then I need to cut a bunch of these. So this is going to use a lot more than I had anticipated. But again, that's okay. So now we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 pieces at the 4 7/8 by 5 3/4. And you can tell I am not going to have that here. And I haven't used any of the other papers. So I have 1, 2, 3. And then see, these are too short. Let me go grab one of the other bags that we have and see if we can meld 2 together. I mean, it's all the same paper pad. This one I have set aside for envelope journal. Let's see if we can use this one. It's got some of the reds that are in the butterfly. So we'll have additional, we're actually using 2 of our bags to have enough paper. So I actually need to look at these because this is what I need. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's all good. All right. Whatever we have left, I'll just put in this bag for another project, and we'll just keep those tags and stuff in there. So I'm going to go ahead and trim these to the 4 7/8 by 5 3/4. I'm a crackhead sometimes. Oh, black tea sounds nice. Fix me a cup. I'd love one. Even when it's hot outside, I love hot tea. Am I weird or what? I just like hot tea with a little milk, no sugar. There's the 5 3/4. Again, I'm keeping the little slits because you guys know I'll turn those into cards. By 4 7/8. So this has some of that orange in it too. So let's see, 4 7/8 wide by 5 3/4. Height 4 3/4. And this one I want all of this, so I'm going to do the 4 7/8 this way. Because see, what I could do is I could have these on the same page if I wanted, but I think I want this on a different page, maybe back here. Yeah. I hope I haven't missed any questions. Hi, Elise. Welcome. We're just playing. We're going to use up paper pads we've had in our stashes forever. And if I use them up faster than I had anticipated, I'm okay with that. Absolutely perfectly okay. I think these are supposed to be fleur-de-lis. Which way are they supposed to go? We're going to make them go this way. So I need to trim this way. Howard, leave my wet one alone, you crazy boy. He lazily reached out of the basket. And it's like, what is this? What is this? Oh, decisions. Height is this way. This one would actually be pretty either way. 4 7/8. I'm only going to lose a tiny bit of that butterfly's wing. And then I got to ink all of this. I think I want the width of this one this way. I hate to do that. I hate to cut all them butterflies off. Let's trim just a little bit off this side. And then 4 7/8 this way. Ugh, hates to do that. It's done now. It's done now. This is kind of a butterflies and birds kind of theme, isn't it? All right, now the fun of inking comes to mind. See, we've got, once we put these on, all the pages will be decorated with paper. All right, let's start inking. I think Sharon said yes, she's doing better. Hi, Sherry. And anybody else I missed, hello and welcome. These are just makeup sponges from the dollar store. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, they don't last as long as they used to. They start dropping bits as you're doing this. You'll see little bits falling on the table. They used to last a good long time, but everything's changed. I love this glittery paper. What I love about it the most is the glitter doesn't come off. I don't know why they held your comment, Josie, but I put it through. Those are fun ages, 5 and 1. One's past the terrible twos and one hasn't gotten to the terrible twos yet. Just inking away. I think Bernadette thinks my dress form Gretchen is me because she's laying under it. Oh, the joys of a blind dog. Poor baby. I need to tell y'all. Greg got this bright idea because you guys know, anybody that's been around here know that the lady that lives behind our garage has a vacant pool that's full of bullfrogs and mosquitoes. So Greg went looking online and he found out that praying mantis will take care of some mosquitoes. So he ordered 2 eggs. So we now have like 2,000 praying mantis in the back. Now, keep in mind, the dragonflies that hang around at the watering hole back there will probably eat a lot of them. So there won't be very many make it to adulthood. I'm thinking those praying mantis will have to fight for their lives because the dragonflies are quite vicious when it comes to things in their area, you know. But he was so excited. It was funny seeing a 35-year-old man get excited about eggs hatching because you have to keep them in the house until they hatch and then you move them outside. So they stay in their little plastic bag, but you're supposed to really watch them. So I think he lost some to not paying attention. But he said they were so cute and looking at him and moving their eyes. And I said, do you know, a lot of people would be totally grossed out by that, but I think it's cool too. So he put 1 egg over the fence in the lady's backyard to take care of the mosquitoes. Because when I was out in the yard week before last, about as soon as the sun came up, I was covered in mosquitoes. It was pretty bad. All right. Now that my fingers are all inky. Trying to see. Yeah, normal. What's normal? We don't really have any littles in my life because my younger siblings that have younger children don't live near me. And I really don't have a lot of contact with them. So that's okay. All right. Let's see. I want this one here because I think it goes with the color value. Okay, then we'll turn the page, make sure this pocket opens as I want it to. As I add this paper, the book gets stiffer because you're adding paper, you're adding bits. All right. I like those two across from each other like that. There's another bag I should have trimmed, but I'm not going to worry about it now. I think it'll be fine. By the time you pack it full of stuff and everything, you're not going to see the edges. Hello, Anne. I've gone rogue. I came on early. I was watching Mary's live from this morning, and I'm like, oh, I want to get working on this project. So I said, oh, I'm just going to go live. So I did. Yep, I'm going to order some more Scotch Quick Dry for Baby Bot. I ought to put a link to the Baby Bot and the Scotch Quick Dry in the description box of this video. And I get a full bottle so I can fill this all the way top, because the key to these is you have to fill them all the way to the top for them to, when you squeeze the bottle, push up from the bottom and have it come out. So you don't have to shake and shake and shake. And I wish I had both in Baby Bot form, because I found that the big one is really hard to squeeze. Hi, Barbara. Chicken pot pie. There's some chicken pot pie on my counter that I made today. And I hope Scott remembers to get his lunch out of the cooler I sent with him, because he was going to that job interview before he went to work. So we had to come up with a cooler situation to put his lunch in while he was in the interview, because he couldn't leave his food in the truck at almost 100 degrees outside. All right, so we got a packet here. Maybe this pretty page here would be pretty. Yeah. And see, I was thinking I'd get 5 different projects, but I'm losing my suction out of here again. I'm having to use a lot more paper on this than I thought, which is perfectly awesome. Because the goal is what? Use it up. Use it up. Wear it out. Do with it. Do with or do without. I think it's the same. I don't know. Plus, if you do stuff like this ahead and just have it, set aside. And I like to package my stuff so it's ready for gift giving. If I've made stuff like those little other journals that I put together, they're over there all ready to be gifted, either in a hidden giveaway, which for anybody that doesn't know, if you come back and you leave a comment on my videos, I do a once a month drawing, whether it's like a book I bought and I went ahead and I got 2 copies because I was so impressed with it, like I did the pastel book. So the pastel book is on its way to the commenter that the random org comment picker picked. And I'll, at the end of the month or the very beginning of the next, I'll count all of the videos or lives that I've done. And then I'll get random org or Greg or Scott to just pick a number out of that number of videos. They'll pick the video basically by telling me which number. And then I'll go and I'll get the URL for that video and put it into the YouTube comment picker. It's a random picker. And yeah. So once a month, I send a little something extra out to somebody that takes the time to leave me a comment. I just think it's a nice thing to do. All right. Oh, let's see. I just think these 2 should go together. So I'm leaning toward putting this one here. Yeah. Put those 2 pink pages on the last page. And remember, I set aside 2 pieces for the cover. Come on. It's getting low on glue. Thank you, Janet. So if you're not a commenter, it's worthwhile to leave comments on my videos, because you might stand a chance of winning either something I've purchased that I really thought was awesome and I was impressed with it, or you might get a handmade item like a makeup bag, which you could use as a pencil case because I don't wear makeup, but I like to make those bags. Sometimes I make them big enough for pencils. And I have some special fabric coming to make little cases and things out of. So you can see how it's gotten a lot thicker. All right, we've got just the double page spread at the back, and then we'll put our covers on, and then we can decide what to use in our pile of tags and things to add to stuff here. All right, so I've got these two. Now, do I want this one here and this here, or this here and this here? Kind of like the picture over there so that you don't lose all of that. Now, which way does the fleur-de-lis go? We're just going to stick it down and not worry about it. All right. I'll put it on. One more piece to glue down. I was thinking the other day that these things could make good Christmas gifts, but if you give something like this to somebody that's maybe not a crafter, you might need to include like acid-free tape or glue. Give them maybe a list of ideas of how to use it, you know. What do you guys think on that? When you give like a handmade journal, do you help them know how to use it, or do you just give it and hope they'll use it? I would like to give the ideas simply because they don't know how to use them. So, and I like to give useful gifts. All right. We've got a little pocket here. All right, so here we go. Now let's do our cover. Include a variety of cards. All right, what else? Is anybody else giving any other ideas? All right, remember these are the ones we chose for our covers. And you can see how this is starting to pull and crack. That's a problem. That might wear through eventually. I should have put some glue down between the layers too. That's what I should have done. So if you make one of these, you might want to put a glue in your folds and then stack them up and then stitch on either side. And then at least you have the glue in the middle. We're going to make this one work. I have also on the one I made before, let me show you. I just found some pretty lace, glued it back here with my hot glue gun, folded it over and glued it on here. So it's kind of supporting the back of this one, but I'm pretty sure I put glue in the centers of that too. That's just something I remembered. This one goes, no? Look at that. I think the roses are, well, it's hard to tell. I think these roses are mostly upside down. Ha! Got to pay attention to your paper. Nope. Let me look at this again. Maybe this is the right way. I don't know. No. It's hard to tell with this paper. So anyway, this is what we're going to do next. We're going to do the ribbon. And I was just going to measure what I'd done last time. So we did about 12. So there's almost a yard of ribbon here. So about 30 inches. And I like to give enough that it's easy to tie the bow. I don't like to make it too short. That one's been made a while. So anyway, let's measure some of this out. I've got a yardstickish thing here. I'm going to do about 60 inches. So it'll be a little shorter than 2 yards. It'll be 12 inches shorter. And I need something really sharp to cut this ribbon so that didn't have much of that ribbon left either, using up the ribbon. All right. Good enough. All right. So what I do is I find the center of my ribbon. And that's going to go at the spine. And I'm bad about eyeballing. So put part of this at the back, like this. Okay. When it looks like it's about halfway, then I'm just going to put a little bit of glue across here, maybe. And it doesn't matter if you get too much because this is all going to be covered in paper. Yes, Tippy. Stop. Honey, I'm busy. Stop. Don't dig me. He walks up to me and puts his nails on my leg like, excuse me, mother. And then I pull it so that I can see if I'm pretty straight. And we'll put some glue here. Come on. I don't know if I've got enough glue in there for this to work anymore. Come on. Oh, there we go. Had to sit it upright a little bit. Okay. Okay. Hopefully I haven't. I usually like to leave a little bit at the back, but I don't know if the ribbon's going to move yet. Nope, it's glued down. So leave a little space at the back. I pulled this one too tight. I don't know if I can get it to, yeah. Okay. Leave a little space. So your journal can alligator a little bit. You don't want it to be tight back there. There we go. Yes, honey. What? You want your food put down? Needy group of animals around here. All right, so now we need to cut our pieces for our front and our back. And if I'm right, these should be the 4 7/8 by 5 3/4. You stop. All right, come on. I'll put your food down. The dog is sleeping anyway. Needy. I might have to tell Scott he has to take it so I can wear that dress. Lynn, hi, Lynn. I loved y'all's last pictures of you and Bill. I don't know where I can't remember where y'all were, but you looked like you were having a blast. I'm gonna trim these together for the height. So that's the 5 3/4. And then 4 7/8. And this gives you a nice place that you could put made by. I might put my Aunt Beck's Creations on the back of it. Pull that stamp out. And I'm going to stamp it before I glue it on. I'm going to do that right now so I don't forget to do it. Because if I don't, I'll forget to do it. So we need some stays on. And I'm going to use the Timber Brown this time because it'll match this. And I need my foam because you get a better print if you put a piece of something that'll give underneath. So I'm going to do this here. And it's been a while since this got used, so I'm going to print on my drop paper first. Oh, Brenda, thank you for the little super sticker. He's cute. Kitties always win. Well, they nag, Brittany. I don't know about yours, but mine are nags. All right, I'm going to put this right here. And Mary Hill gifted me this stamp years ago. There we go. See, it says made by Aunt Beck's Creations now. And I know this stays on, but I'm going to still wipe my stamp a little bit. All right, we'll let that dry. And we'll ink this other piece. So we don't need my dirty foam that I use for stamping. And Anne, your mushrooms are on their way to you. They went with the pastel book to my winner. Went yesterday. So you'll probably get it tomorrow or the next day. That's another thing I want us to try to use more is our rubber stamps. I know we all have rubber stamps. We need to use them more. Whether you just get them out to stamp them to gift people, hey, I'm good with that. I'm sending Anne a bunch of stamped out mushrooms, and I sent some to Carol because they didn't have any. And I said, ooh, I've got some cool mushroom stamps. And the whole reason I got them is I thought if Scott and I got to where we could go on hikes again or whatever, I could keep a traveler hiking journal, but he's not going to be able to hike with me anymore. So I don't have anybody to hike with anymore. He can barely walk, poor guy. I'm going to see if I can get him to try a pair of those socks, Anne. But his feet have hurt him his entire life. He has really flat feet. And he's just had problems with his feet since being a kid. When he got discharged from the Navy, they couldn't believe they allowed him to get into the Navy with his feet the way they are. They were right shocked that his feet were so flat. All right, that's my back piece. This will be my cover. So we'll glue this on here. And I have this little metal butterfly I pulled from my stash that I thought we could do something right here. Maybe we'll make some kind of cluster and glue it on the front with this metal butterfly. Maybe we can create one on the back of a playing card. So we'll play with that next. Becky, don't get ahead of yourself. Because we've got all these bits over here still. Beth and Rebecca need frogs. I think I have some frogs, Beth. If you and Rebecca want some. Oh, I'm glad I got the dog in. There's a storm coming. I can see it. Oh, tip it up to get it going. Squeeze until it comes out the top. I think I'm just too empty. Don't know. Whoa, there it goes. This I want to glue down good because this is my cover. Uh-oh. All right, there's that one. And I think I will pull out a piece of lace to go on my back here. I also somewhere have, ooh, I think that would be prettier. I have some faux leather. So I'm thinking, let's do faux leather on this one instead. Flip my book over. And the made by or handmade by Aunt Beck's Creations. I don't know where Mary Hill got it, but it is a really, it's nice to have a stamp with your channel name on it. Now I know you can order labels for clothing to sew in, like if you you make clothing or whatever to sell, or even projects, you can get the labels. I have some fabric labels that just say handmade and no buy, but you can get them printed with your name. And I think Hirschner's does that, where you can order labels. I'm going to leave this right here. And let me grab this over here. Hey, girl. Oh, I think I took it to the other room, and I don't think I want to go back there. We're going to do lace because I'm not sure where that faux leather got put. I know where the lace is. I have lace. I'll go wazoo. Let's see if this brown will match. I got this thrifting. What do you think? Will that match okay if I put this on the back here? Do it. And wrap it around. Will it work? I think that'll work. What do you guys think? Is this too brown? I think that's too high. I'm over here saying, nope, that's not wide enough. That's too wide. This is too wide. That's too narrow. Y'all can't hear me saying that as I'm mumbling under my breath. Now I found something that might look really good with it. How about this gold? Mary would say, yes, gold. Look. But I don't know if it's wide enough to go around to the back. Because you want to start it back here. And then fold it over. Like, ooh, it might. I think that'll work. So we only need down to here. All right. And this I'll put on with my Wicked hot gun. It'll take a minute and I can read chats. If you have questions or want to talk about something for a minute while we wait on the heat gun, now's the time. Because this is going to take a minute. Scott got me this Ryobi cordless glue gun. It works great, but it gets really hot. I mean, it will burn a hole through your finger. It's that hot. I'm going to get my Dollar Tree spatula thing real quick. Got this Betty Crocker Teflon or whatever it is. So it can get heated up, not me. And then we'll glue our gold onto the back. I think that's going to be pretty. Is Erin here? Hi, Erin. And Carol says she'll be right back. Put it in the center too. In the center of what? Because I need to leave room. I'm going to be building a cluster to go. We're going to build a cluster. We might want a piece of that to put on the cluster, though. Let me grab that back out of the bag. That's a good idea, Beth. I have some toward the middle, too. It's not like I have a shortage of it. I think this was some I bought from Scrimping Mommy years ago. Or I got it from Laura Loves Lace. Howard has left the table. That's what the bang was. That was him jumping down because the storm is getting close. When he can hear it thunder, he jumps down and he goes to his bunker, which is under the couch. And he won't come out until it's like the all clear has blown. I don't know. He's a very big, odd boy. He hates storms. Absolutely hates them. Oh, I did the whole dissect a frog. What was that? 8th grade? Yuck. Yep, we got UK in the house. Hi, Dana Yates. Welcome. Oh, in the middle and the inside. Okay. I don't know if that'll, it might make it hard to close, but we might have to put something in the middle to kind of hold it together. I don't know. We'll see. Howard and Callie will go to the bunker under the couch. Tippy will lay in the window and watch it storm around him. He just does not care. We always joke that he's a member of the Irish Mafia and that he used to go to Fight Club when we lived in Greenville because he would come home all tore up like he'd been to Fight Club. I'm glad he can't do that here. All right, are we hot? Are we doing? Not yet. Might have to. Is it getting hot? Yes, it's getting hot. Just be patient. Be patient. I guess I could work on a cluster while I'm waiting. I'm going to glue this just along the back stitch line. And I'm not going to put glue in the middle. I'm just going to cover my black stitches. In fact, let's cut this thread at the bottom that I didn't cut before. I see some butterflies flying around outside. And then once that has settled and cooled, then I'll pick it up and I will just tack it at the bottom of each heart in the center. All right. Well, yeah, it's going to take a minute. Let's, while that's heating up, let me see if I can set it off where we can still see the tip. When the tip starts dripping, I'll grab it and we can put this to catch the glue. We'll work on that. I've got this little playing card. I was thinking we could do a cluster that we could have this on it, but we need to put some paper on here. And it only has to be on one side. So we can use our scraps. Let's see what we have in scraps that's wide enough to cover this. Let's see. I've got green, but let's see what's the color. Well, the background is green, so I don't want to use green on top of green. Actually, let's get the 4.5 by 6.5 pieces. Because I'm thinking they're smaller. And I'm just going to glue this on the back and then trim around it. But where do I want to glue it to? I really like these two butterflies right here. And then we'll put this one on top of it. Maybe. What else did we have? Changing my mind now. Oh, now I know I had a scrap of that. A larger scrap. I had to sit down. My back was starting to scream standing up. But now that we've gotten the most of it covered. Oh. I can't really flip it over. What else is on these little ones that I cut jars out of? Oh, that's kind of just neutral there. I like that. Let's do that one. think Bernadette's glad I brought her in too. She's having her midday old lady nap, old lady dog nap. All right, which side? This side. Carol's putting in a request for, is it Mickey? To message her so y'all can catch up. And tomorrow, for anybody that doesn't know, on Thursdays, Ann Lar or I, one of us opens the craft room in her group, and we just get together and we just have a grand time. So if you're on Facebook and you're not a member of Ann Lar's group, it's really easy to join. There's like 2 questions you have to answer to get clicked through, simply to make sure we're not just clicking through bots, you know. So the questions are like, how did you hear about us? What kind of crafts do you like? You know, that kind of thing. They're nothing too personal, or I don't know. Oh, we're dripping. Oh, hang on. We'll set the card aside. We're going to go back to this portion. And this is where Becky's going to try not to scald the daylights out of herself. It is awesome having a cordless glue gun. It is not awesome to get scalded by it. So, and those people that can put down a whole string of glue and have time to get it down, I am envious, because I just can't do that. I have to do a little teeny bit. Set it down and then do a little bit more. Set it down, do a little bit more, because I just don't want to get scalded. Come on. If you squeeze too hard, too much will come out. It is bulky and hard to deal with, but I am not fighting a cord. I'm going to bring this closer to me. I'll bring y'all over too, so that I can have the gun off the edge of the table. The battery pack does get in the way. So there are pros and cons to this cordless glue gun. Comes the rain. I hear the thunder. All right. So now I'll flip it. And I'm not going to pull this tight. I'm just going to gently flip it to the middle. And I want that ribbon to kind of stay toward the back. I'm going to gently put it around. And we'll just put some glue there. Oh, see how it steams? Maybe we should put it on the paper. I'm going to have to stand up so I can maneuver all this stuff without. Put a little bit right there. Push this into it. Whew, that's hot. 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 I'm telling you. I want that excess of ribbon to stay under the lace too. But I don't want it to get stuck in the tape. These little paper bag journals can be nice little grandma's brag books and, you know, welcome your new baby book, you know, that kind of thing. Because you could put pictures in here. There's nothing saying you can't put pictures in here. Sometimes I think we make these pretty journals and then they don't get used because everybody says, oh, they're pretty. I don't want to use it and add anything to it. It's pretty just the way it is. But I feel like things like this where she's right here on the floor, Janet. See her on the floor there? She kicked the leg for you. Yeah, I went and got her. Thank you for reminding me, though. I think they should be used, you know, in some way or another. There you go. See, that gives it a little blingity bling to the back. The camera really doesn't like that blingity bling. All right. So now let's go back to our cluster. See, this is still a lot of ribbon, and I can shorten this. I think we could shorten that a lot. So I just like to leave it long enough that it's not a chore to tie it. But I will clip this one. I think we could still tie it at about like that. That looks good. And then I have these that I can use for something else. All right, now I'm going to do my cluster for right here, which we've got here. And I do not want to use my fabric snippers on paper, so I'm going to move them because I know if they're there, I'll use them. I'm going to go ahead and turn this bad boy off and set it where the cats can't get on it because it's very hot. I'll just put it back here on this table. So, Janet put the link into Ann Laura's Art Hangout. And like I said, we do that every Thursday. We hang out from 10 a.m. Eastern to sometimes 5 or 6 p.m. So we're there all day. 1, 2, 6. I think the most we've had in the room at one time was 7 or 8. Awesome, Jean. We'd love to have you stop in. We had some new folks stop in, not this week, but last week. Creativity by Trish came. It was nice to meet her, or you, if you're listening. We'd love to have you stop in again. The usual subjects are Ann and I, and Deb Farrell, and Carol, and Mary Lou, Auntie Loopy, and Ruth Lamb, Mary pops in sometimes. Who else comes? Nettie, Mom Munson, and I'm missing somebody. Janet Nash stops in. All right, we're going to make a cluster. Make a cluster. Okay. Here's my thinking on this cluster. I always undo the wrong side. Because I'm wondering, I'm going to need those scissors I just put over there. If I can put this just on the edge, and only 2 is going to fit, and that's going to drive me crazy because I want 3 to be there. Let's cut 3 off. Let's see if these will cut this. Not very good, but it's trying. Come on, you can do it. All right. And yeah, J.L. Johnson's there, Janice. And but we've had other folks stop in. Janet Baum came, and Violet used to come, but most of the time it's Ann Laura, me, Mary Lou, Nettie, and Deb Farrell, and Carol. But there's somebody else that I remember. Oh, Roy's been. Yes, Roy stopped in and hung with us one time. That was very nice. Oh, Jill Hune. I think that's how you say her name. Jill's been. Arlene has been. Yes, that was very nice to have Arlene. She stayed up just for us that day. All right, let me just look and see what this looks like. If I put this down here like this, I want some of this, but I don't think I'm going to be able to use. The only way to see it is to just do it. Just do it. Because, see, I'm thinking that would be pretty. And I've got other things here. These would be cute tabs, wouldn't they? That's cute. Oh, I like just one on the bottom. Bernie, you're okay, honey. Lay down. Bernie, it's okay. Sweetheart, it's okay. Hey, yeah, I'm right here. You looking for me? Did you think you were sleeping under me? You were under the dress form, you silly dog. You okay? Why don't you go get on your bed? What is on your neck? Sorry, guys. She's got a boo-boo. Oh, I don't know what's going on with you, dog. All right, go lay down. She said, Mom messed my hair. You know, I think it needs something else behind this now. Maybe. Oh, she's after cat food now. And now I know Pam got some of that sticker backed paper, and I thought that's what this stuff is, but I don't think it is. But I think if I put that on there. Now, you got it, cat food. She's on patrol, looking for kitchen scraps on the floor. Let's see. Don't know if I like that. What other color do I have? Green, orange. Oh, what's that other piece we trimmed off? Ooh, I like that. Yeah, I think that's what these were. I thought they were supposed to be adhesive back, but mine are so old, I don't think the adhesive would work anyway. I'm just going to kind of layer this stuff up. Whoops, wrong side up. This way's prettier. And then, where's that metal butterfly? Oh, I'm having a merry moment. It's disappeared on me. I do have washi tapes too. That's kind of pretty. Do y'all see that metal butterfly that we just had here 2 seconds ago? Did I drop it on the floor? Say no more. The butterfly is swung and left. Oh my goodness gracious. Thought I'd used up a bunch, and then when you start gathering the scraps up, it's like, what happened here? See, I could cut him out, put him on there. Well, I did pull a metal butterfly. Oh, here he is. I'm just looking at what else we have here. I have a bunch of other butterflies I was thinking of just sticking on pages. What time do we have? It's 2:40. My goodness, how long have I been on here? Almost 2 hours. But I have all this other stuff. I really do want to use that metal butterfly. But I feel like it needs something else to make him pop. Maybe another piece of the red underneath just the butterfly. Maybe just a smaller piece. Yes, it's thundering. You're going to be okay. It's okay. It's just thunder. Just thunder. All right, I'm just gonna create a cluster, and then we're gonna stick it down and be done with it. Yes, Barbara Clark has been also. The key with Barbara Clark is she doesn't get up until we've been on for several hours because she's on the West Coast, and we need to send Barbara. Just send her a link, and she'll pop in if she has time. But I know she has trouble finding the rooms. And if anybody has trouble finding the rooms, you just need to, let Ann or I or Carol or somebody know that's, might be in the room, and they can get you the link to get in the room. Whoa. Can we say I got a little too much glue? And I want this to be this way. I'm wondering, I probably need E6000 for that metal butterfly. Let's see if I can get the E6000 to work. Yeah, I'm getting close to have used up some of the glue that's been in my stash / hoard for a while. I buried the wet ones. I knew this was going to take a while, but it's kind of a rainy day, so I hope you guys don't mind. I know it multiplies when you're not looking, Beth. Especially, you know. And before we know it, it'll be Christmas again and things will show up. I still think it needs something. See, now I'm getting it. Oh, no. It's the wet one. E6000, stinky stuff, but it works. Oh gosh, what a mess. Hi, Stacy May. Catitude. My cats have been bossing me around. They've been digging my legs. Right now, half of them are hiding in the bunker under the couch because there's a storm in the distance. It hadn't even gotten here yet, and Howard's gone to the bunker. That's one thing I hate about E6000 is once it starts oozing, it won't stop. I'm leaning toward the idea it needs a little gem in the middle of the butterfly. Whew, that stinks. Oh, I think you need to have some of that green exposed on that side. And I still think I need a gem or something for the middle, and I don't think I have anything like that out. So we've made a paper bag journal today. And I'm thinking maybe we need to do a part 2 on this next week instead of jumping to the next project or we can still hang out, but I need to make embellishments and things. So do you guys want to hang out longer today, or would you rather we pick up part 2 next week? I'm going to put it to a vote because I can keep going. Or we can take a break and do some next week. Thank you, Carol. I still think that needs a gem. Right there in the middle. I think my kind of elongated gems are the kind that have to go down in an escutcheon. So I don't know if they'd work on there. Okay, well, stickles or glitter gold? Okay. Gail says she needs us, guys. Lift her up. Give her some positive energy. All right, I'll just keep going. I don't have anything else to do except housework. And, we all will gladly pass that up if we can. I'm going to take a peek at my gems because I really want to put one there, but Let's see what we have in the rhinestones department. See, I don't think I have anything in this one. These are all... No. Dropping red ones all over the place. This is not what I had in mind. Let me grab the other one. That's what I like about having everything kind of organized, because then I can go looking for it. You don't need brads. See what's in acrylic pieces. I might have something in an acrylic piece. See, I think this is too big. This is what I had in mind, but I think it's way too big and just the wrong color pink. See, I think that's way too big. Yeah. It's the wrong size, wrong color. Got so much glue on my fingers right now. It's so gross. Let's see. This is all the kind of stuff I need to just try to use up. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? That's the wrong color. Looks like a bug on its own. Let's see. Well, we're going to leave it for now. And I might look through my glitter glues and see if there's something that might work in that. But let's make put some embellishments on. Let me see what we can do. I'm afraid if I open this, that's off, but we'll see. If it, we'll try something else. Because I'm thinking these papers that we could just stick in. We could decorate a tag. Let's see what we've got that we can decorate. And that'll give this butterfly time to dry. That makes more sense. I'm going to set this off to the side to dry somewhere. All right, so we've got a tag, which will need to be made smaller because the book is only 6 inches tall. I've got a library card. We could decorate this and slide it into a pocket. And I've got this piece of photo paper. So what are some ideas that we could use the photo paper for? And then I've got these yellow bags that I just don't want to use in here. Put that bag of paper. Oh, and I've got some kind of fabric-y tags that I don't know if those would work in here or not. And this tag here. That could almost just go in our little pockets just as it is. Might just set that up there for now. I got 2 more cards and I got 2 tags like this. Those could almost go in that. Let's decorate these 2 little tags and then we'll tie them into this tag as little hanger-ons. So we'll decorate these on one side. I'm getting everything dirty because my hands are filthy. Hang on. Yes, I saw that. I saw she said that. I don't really have any ink sprays. I have sprays, but they come off. They're not alcohol ink. They're just regular sprays, and they just don't seem to work too hot. I'm just cleaning my hands off because I'm dirtying everything I touch. And it's sticking to me because I have so much glue. All right, so let's play. Let's play. We're gonna, because this is so pretty on its own, and I'm thinking that would be a good place to journal. I just want to add these two little tags decorated up as a decoration for this, and then they'll just hang off from here. We'll just loop them through here. So we need to decorate these, and I'm thinking we can use these. We could just make as little tag, little pocket additions to those little pockets we have. But let's see what we have in our tiniest of scraps, because I'm thinking, see, that could just go on there and we could call it done. So let's measure this. So I'm going to cut this by 3/4 of an inch on here. And if you look at your cutters, there's a 1 inch on this side. And when you're cutting something really small, it's almost easier to line that line up at 3/4. And then I can close this. And then it is only about, I'm going to trim this at 1 1/4 inch, which I can go out the other way because the very edge of the quarter is 1 1/4 inch, right? That doesn't look right. No, it needs to be shorter than that. I'll get the right piece over here yet. See? No, that is 1 1/4 inch. Let's bring this down to 3/4 of an inch. So I could put him on there, but I think I want a little mat behind him. And we're going to do 2 of those. So don't lose that, Becky, because as soon as I start moving things around, that's when I'll lose it. I have some of this green paper. Oh, I'm hearing blingity blings. Is that something I need to attend to, you guys? Let me look. I like to leave my phone on in case you guys need to reach me and message me on Facebook, because then you can go, hit me with a shoe. Oh, it's from Scott. He said, went very well. Interesting little company. Have y'all seen this thing where it says, earn money for charity while you're charging your phone? What is that? Thank you, phone, for moving that spam to the spam folder for me. Thank you. So I'm going to cut this 1 inch by 1 inch and see where that puts me on my little, or do I need to do it inch by? Come on. 1 inch by about 1 1/4 would be better. I cut it 1 1/2. I think I should get my corner rounder out. Let me get my narrow little rounder. I should have cut the other one too, but I'm going to do one at a time. Y'all don't mind hanging with me. That's all good. I can't remember which one cuts a smaller round. just scrap and see if I can. Okay, the black. And I didn't know these came in different. So that one cuts that much. I think this is the one that cuts the smaller one. And this is the one I think I need. I had no idea these came in different amounts to trim off. See the difference? This just rounds a little bit, and that took the whole corner. So I don't need that one. I need this one for this little guy. I didn't know these came in different ones. Oh, that didn't cut very well. Let's trim off this paper. It might be time for a new blade on my cutter. Yeah, because see, it's left quite a few little paper books here. Okay. Cut very square. That's probably my operator. Let's see. Is there a bunch of stuff in there? No? Like a little specimen card, I guess, of sorts, except it's not in plastic. Rainy day fun. All right. I'm going to go with it. We'll ink them up. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. That was interesting to me. I thought I was buying a replacement, and it's a totally different cutter. So, oh, Barbara had to go. Bye, Barbara. Barbara Every. We've got lots of Barbaras. Lots of Barbaras, lots of Beckys. We got Becky Waters, Kalura Becky. We got, and people will say, hi, Becky. And I'll say, huh? I already said hi. We got Barbara Clark, Barbara Chicken Pot Pie. We got Barbara Every, Barb Owen. We got lots of Barbaras. I don't think I want to. Do I? Yeah. No, we're not going to. We're not going to ink the actual tag if I can help it. We might try that as I finish this, so I'm not dirtying my space with anything else. I just came across that and I said, well, I'll just randomly stick that in some of these, packages of stuff too. Oh dear. Oh well, we're going to leave it. Now, if we wanted to, we could add just a few little gems if I hadn't put them away. Just to give a little bling to it. And then what I was thinking is we just feed this through here. And see, this could be a journal spot. And then these could be, you could put a little note or date on the back of these. So these will just be dangles on here. So let's make another one of these. And maybe see if I can find something else on that same paper. He's a little big. Let's see what else do we have on here. We'll need another little piece of the green. And I'm just going to eyeball it this time to speed things up. And the little corner rounder. Actually, I think it's this thing is not punching neat is what's causing the paper problems, because it's what's leaving some paper. I got that at Hobby Lobby. So oh, and whoever ends up with this, they could also color that in if they wanted to, because I think that's what it was meant for. I think this was you color them for coasters. I had a pack of them. So if you wanted to take the time to color it to match this paper, you could. I'm not going to. I like to leave things like that for whoever gets it to do. What if we just do some of these colorful butterflies now? Let's just cut there and there. Let's round these corners off. I'm going to make this one so it's a little bit bigger than the green so I can keep both butterflies. Because there's two butterflies on here. Yeah, this thing's not working worth beans. I'll have to pick up another corner rounder from somewhere besides Hobby Lobby because this is kind of pants. Oh, we got a new recycling bin today. It looks like a trash can, so it won't take long for Greg or Scott to forget which that we have one that's for trash and one that's recycling. So I'm debating on who will put trash in the new recycling bin first. Oh yeah, I like that to be just a little bit bigger. Just for something fun. Just leave this on. This even has a little bird on it. And I'll just slip this whole thing into one of the pockets. Hopefully the pocket will be big enough. If not, we'll make a pocket to hold this tag. Or we'll clip it on with something. I don't know. We'll make this work. I just thought it would be fun to stick one of these in this journal. So see, there we go. So there's an embellishment we'll stick in somewhere. Yeah, the lid on this new trash can looking thing is blue. So maybe I'll point that out to them. Don't put trash in the can with the blue lid. Maybe that'll work. All right, I have two of these. We need to decorate these up with something. Let's just put green on both of them. So we'll just put some glue. We'll just glue it down. And then I'll cut around it. try foil. If I have any foil, Beth. All right, so those are glued down there. There's a green thing. This just needs to be maybe straightened up, and we could just maybe rub some ink or something on that to age it and just stick it on the page. Let's see if we can trim this even while this stuff is drying. Cover the glue back up. The bad part of my container, the cover breaking off, is now it's loose. Let's do, whoops. I'm making a big pile of trash. I think I actually accidentally cut some of it off. So now if I line this up. This was something one of y'all sent me. It's a little embossed paper. But what I'm thinking is we'll go at the edge. There's a bunch of paper residue. Yeah, I think I need a new blade on that cutter. And then if I take my sponge and just go like this. No, come on. Give it a little bit of an aged look. I've got so much trash on the table, I'm picking it up as I go along here. Let's get the book back and see if we can just glue some of this stuff in here. This might be too tall for this book. He's still drying, but he's a little bit more stable. See, so I was thinking, will he fit in there? Not quite. So we'll need to make a pocket on one of these pages somehow. Maybe put the envelope, the library pocket on a page. Oh, he can go in one of these. Like so. That works. So you just have to peek in the pockets. If you wanted to leave those hanging out, you could. Or we could make a pocket for him. All right, I've got this here. Oh, look, it'll be a perfect fit. Oh, I wish I had some double-sided tape. Yeah, I think that page needs that. So we'll just glue it down. We'll just glue it. Ann says, Beth, has foil worked? Because I don't think anything I have will stick on the photo paper. So there's that. I was thinking okay, let's see here. I have washi tapes that we haven't used. I have some more of this blingity bling here. See, I don't think that's going to work in there. And then have it close. Actually, it's not too bad. If I only put glue on the outer edges, that might just work, and that would help hold the book together. I want some better scissors to cut this stuff. And we'll get Mr. Hot heat gun going again. Or maybe it won't take as long to get hot since we already had it hot once today. That's going to be in the way. You need to move. There we go. And we'll glue this in here. That might interfere with the pocket, so we might have to go this way instead. Okay, I've got all of these butterflies here. We can just add a butterfly. We could cover the birds with butterflies or just add, oh, I like that. Let's stick him there. The cards could be paper clips. Yes, they could. I have a little round paper clip too. That might be what we can do with that round disc, is I could just clip it to a page. I'm going to stick this butterfly on here because I kind of like him better than the blue butterfly that's on there. So I have that one. I have another one of those that we could put on a different page. What are these? Bees. They don't really match the theme of this, do they? I have another pocket that has bees in it. There's a ladybug. I have to maneuver him around. Now I kind of like him because he matches the color on there. Let's just cover the bird cage. I could have inked him and made him pop more, but that's okay. He's got some bling to him. And I've got Brad's. I've got this little clip, this little round paper clip. All right, let's go back to our tags. Let's move my good scissors off this table. There. Sorry, I have to concentrate when I'm cutting. Oh, I forgot to ink it. Oh, well. Hi, Janet Burgess. Welcome. The Janets are represented today. Okay. All right, let's see. I still think this is supposed to be that kind that just sticks, but I just think the release paper doesn't work anymore. It's been so long since I've made a paper clip. Okay, so okay. Oh, it smells like this is hot. Hang on. Gotta move this aside while the iron's hot over here. We're gonna do this middle. I have to be quiet when I do this or I'll burn myself. So I am making just a small. Oh, it didn't stick. Oh, it's gonna have glue spider webs on it. Yeah, just a small drop of glue. Well, that's a little bit more than a small drop, but it'll be all right. Ow! Got me. Oh, my word. Don't do that again. I was going to buy a beef roast, and it was $18. And I was like, no. Scott and I are going to have to become vegetarians because we can't afford meat. Not at that prices. All right, Beth. I put it in the middle. Ta-da! That one little tag is still down in the first one. I may not put tags in every single one of these. I might just leave it where they could put like receipts or whatever in here. All right. Now back to these. Now that we've done that, and I can turn the hotter than the daylights thing off again. All right, then I got these I was working on. Oh, and I've left the glue open. Oh, I'm getting scatterbrained. I might have to wrap it up. All right. No, I don't want to do that because you want to make these into what I want to do is trace this. Oh, fiddly dee. I'll get it. All right. It's Ryobi cordless glue gun. And it's fabulous in that it's cordless. It's not so fabulous into how hot it gets. Definitely nothing you want near a child or a pet. I have to watch the cats because they always want to try to get up next to it. And it's like, no. All right, so what is I'm going to slide this on my paper clip to the top of it like this. So the big part's inside. And then I'm just going to glue these two together like that. And then I will have a paper clip. So what kind of, should I use E6000? That would hold it forever. I know it's better for, see, I could do it easily. And Scott and I could both do it easily if Greg didn't live here because Greg's still very much a carnivore. And the fact that it's in the house makes Scott want it. I need some way to spread this without it being my finger. I have a box of popsicle sticks somewhere. Hi, Poppy. Are you a good girl? Are you a good girl? You are. You're a good girl. You like? Are you getting something for me to eat, Mom? Is it for me, Mom? Is it for me? Hi, baby. Oh, there's a bunch of cat hair down there. Imagine that. Do you know where these cats come from? No? Okay. These were thrifted popsicle sticks. We were doing so good when we were doing the Forks Over Knives cookbook. We were eating very little meat. I need to pull it back out. Thought about getting a subscription to their magazine. All right, this has got E6000 on it, so I don't want it to touch anything. And then we're going to just, make sure the ladybug is right side up. Guess it doesn't matter. Bear with me, guys. I'm just looking. I guess I could put some more of these framises on either side, on the outside to hold it while it glues. Put one there and one there. And we'll make a paper clip. And then we got to do another one. Yeah, but the cat hair goes everywhere. About once a month, I pull everything out, and I have what's that thing called? It's a shark made for pet hair, and it sucks it all up. I told Scott I was kind of toying with the idea of getting one of those things that goes around constantly and cleans the floor for you. He said he didn't want to spend the money on it, so I let it go. But I thought how nice that would be. Hi, Deborah. To just turn that loose and let it go go around and do the cleaning for me. Now I'm trying to remember how I did that. How did I do that? I put the paper clip over the part that I'm going to attach to this. That's what I did. This way. All right, so we need another card cut. Will it go here? Nope, not quite enough. So we'll trace around this. Trace around this again. Sitting here working my mouth like this is hard work. So silly. Okay. So, no, this way. Like this. And then this gets glued to the back of that, like so. Let me get 2 paper clips back out of the box to hold it on. And then the fun part with the oozy glue. I have a love-hate relationship with E6000. Oh, God, stop. Stop oozing. That would have been horrible to drop that glue side down on the floor. Let's get over here again. Oh, look at that cat hair and the dirt and the... Yeah, the microwave is on my list, but I kind of cheat cleaning the microwave because I just put a Pyrex bowl with about 2 cups of water in it and then about a 1/4 cup of baking soda. And I just put that in the microwave and microwave until the water boils. And then I just leave it set for a while and it steams anything that's in there loose. And then I just open it up, take the water out, take a damp cloth and wipe it completely clean. Never have to use any cleaning products inside it or nothing. I saw your message, honey. I got your message, but I decided to go live early. So I'm glad it went well. And I'm glad that the comment that I really liked was that you said it's a small company, which we both know that those are better to work for than huge conglomerates. From our past experience, correct? So we'll talk about that more when you get home tonight. I keep thinking it's Friday. I will. You too, honey. Yeah, privately held is always better than publicly owned. I hope your evening goes well. I'm just going to throw this stick away because I have a box of them and I just don't want that E6000 getting on anything else. So let's see, I've been on here for almost 3 hours. That's a long time for me. These need to set so we can maybe glue, we'll just glue or put some washi or something in here. Let's see what else we can do. The rest of the paper, I'm going to just put in this last little bit of ribbon here. I'm just going to pull off from here. That's this, and then the ribbon we trimmed away will go in the bag I pulled from the table. And all of the paper that's left, I'm just going to move to this other bag. I didn't use any of the solid papers. I guess I could have made tags with those to go in the pockets. So we had a bunch of pockets. So we could put, and I didn't use, oh, I didn't use this other stuff either. Whoa, back up. Back up, back up. Getting sidetracked because I'm getting tired. All right, I am going to keep going on this after I take a little break. I'm not going to use these fabric tags in here. I'm going to put them over in here. But what I'm thinking is I'm going to do this tag, this pocket. I'm going to move the photo paper to that until I can figure out what to do. This and this. So there's 2 tags like this that I could decorate. I've got a library pocket that I'll add, and I'll make this into a tag with the papers I have left. And I'll use as much of this blingity stuff here as I can. I might make a little paper pad with some of the paper, just put one of those pieces of pretty paper on, and then put some pieces of like, I've got, what do I have? Okay. Well, see, I have some of these little steno pads, but what I'm thinking is like a couple of these and fold, or maybe 4 sheets of it. And I'd fold it in half like this, and then make a little paper pad to slide into one of those pockets in there. So you'd have like a little journal book to go in it. So that would be an idea that I could put in here. But I'm going to keep going on decorating this. But what I'm going to say now is if you will put a number in between 1 and 100, you'll win this journal. How's that? And I will send it off in the mail. And so you'll get to play. I'm going to add some more stuff, but there'll still be room for you to put things in. So 1 to 100, go. And Janet put it in for me. Thank you. And I will pull up random org. I'm going to put some bits of washi on some of the pages too. Yes, always good to listen in the balcony and to hang around. What am I looking for? Random org. That's what I changed my screensaver on my phone to Howard looking at me, and it makes me laugh every time I open my phone. Google. Random number picker. No, it's not what I wanted you to do. Always tells me that. All right. I'm over Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, you guys. I'm way over it. All right. Angie, put a number in between 1 and 100. And good luck to Angie tomorrow. She's having her test that she's been waiting for. So good luck to Angie tomorrow. I hope they give you some results. I always hate waiting. And then it's like, ugh. Hello, Melissa. Color with Melissa. That's awesome. Now, if your number is picked, if I don't have it or can't find it in one of the groups, you'll have to PM me. So we'll see who wins. And then, yeah, one number each. And is that everybody? All right, I'm going to do a countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Of course, it didn't type it in. Oh, there we go. Getting some people putting some numbers in last minute. Stop. All right, so we got 1 to 100 in here. First number, closest without going over. And generate 48. Anybody got 48 on the dot? I see Pam has 47. Does anybody have 48? Pam, I think it's you. Yes, Pam. And Pam, I'm going to put my email in. If you'll email me your mailing address, I'll get this into the mail as soon as I finish it, okay? And congratulations. This is Pam's first win on my channel. Wish I had a shorter email. I really do. And I'll take that out as soon as you let me know you've gotten it written down. Although I think it's on my About page anyway. And on that note, I will wrap it up. And Pam, I don't know if you do Facebook, but if you do, I'm on there too. Becky McCauley. All right. So congratulations to Pam. She won the little journal. And next week we will do, I've got another part of these paper pads pulled aside. And I think it has cards and envelopes. But I don't know if I want to do another journal next week. So I'm thinking we'll just use this bag that I pulled from the table. And anything I have left over that I don't use in this journal for Pam, I'll put in this bag. And this bag, we're going to make cards. So next week, we'll just make cards, random cards that you can turn into get well, happy birthday, any of that. And I'm going to write that on here. And what is next Wednesday? Next Wednesday is, what's the date next Wednesday? Let's see. Next Wednesday is the 10th. So 8, 10, 22. We're going to make cards with whatever's in this box. And if you have the, your address is in Beth's group. Okay. All right. Well, let me take my email address back off from here, and I will find you in Beth's group. That works. Angie, it wouldn't be YouTube here without you. Okay. So best wishes for tomorrow. And next week we'll do greeting cards. And we'll make them kind of generic. And then you can put whatever greeting you want on them. What I might do is go through my stamps and stamp out greetings and just add them in here. I'll look at the paper we have left and put them on a paper that'll match. So you could just grab a greeting and put it on the card and send it, or put it on the inside of the card. So I need to write Made by Pam won this. Oh, not that. I know you. I'll remember. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much. And if you have a chance, drop in to see us at Ann's tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Bye-bye.